In a world where power is everything, one person was born with nothing. No special skill, no magic, just a single broken dream. And yet, this dream, this one fragile hope, could be the key to something unimaginable. He stood alone, surrounded by a world that demanded greatness but offered nothing in return. His hands, empty of the power everyone else took for granted, trembled with doubt. The struggle was real, and every part of him felt the weight of it. But in that moment, something sparked deep inside. A whisper, faint at first, but growing louder with every passing second. What if the impossible is just a wall waiting to be broken? The dream was clear: to rise above it all, to stand tall in a world that left those without power in the shadows. He wanted to be more than the world had told him he could be. He wanted to prove everyone wrong. And most of all, he wanted to prove to himself that there was more to him than anyone could ever see. I will push past my limits. I will prove them all wrong. But every step forward only seemed to bring failure. He reached for the weight, gripped it tight, and failed again. Sweat poured down his face. His muscles screamed. But there was no victory, only defeat, again and again. You're not enough. You're worthless. A joke. The words echoed in his mind, piercing through the silence. The world laughed, pointing fingers, telling him he would never be anything. The doubt crept in, and for a moment, even he thought they might be right. But deep within, there was always one whisper, one question that refused to die. What if I can break through this? Just one more try, just one more. He closed his eyes, the weight of failure pressing on his chest. But in the stillness, something shifted. This wasn't just about lifting a weight. This wasn't about showing the world he could do it. It was about something far deeper. It was about proving to himself that there was more inside of him than anyone could see. The storm inside him calmed. The fear faded. His resolve sharpened. He took a deep breath and gripped the weight again. The muscles in his arms burned, but this time, he didn't let go. This time, he pushed through. The weight rose, slowly at first, then faster, until it was finally above him. The crowd watched in stunned silence as he stood there, breathless but triumphant. In that instant, something inside him broke. The limits, the doubts, they were gone. But the real test was yet to come. The world still doubted him. The greatest challenge still lay ahead. He stood before the impossible, facing it head-on. The world watched, some with mockery, others with doubt. But he didn't falter. He took a deep breath, looked the challenge square in the eyes, and spoke softly to himself. I won't stop. I can't stop. I will push past my limits. The battle was fierce, each step filled with tension, each movement bringing him closer to the edge. But his eyes burned with something stronger than fear. They burned with the certainty that this was his moment. I will rise, no matter what. The crowd went silent as he faced the final obstacle. And then, with one final move, he overcame it, defying every expectation, proving that the real strength was never in the magic, but in the will to fight. He stood victorious, sweat dripping down his face, but his heart was at peace. The world that once doubted him was now different, because he was different. The impossible wasn't about never falling. It was about rising every time you do. It was about finding the strength you didn't know you had, in the moments when it seemed all hope was lost. He didn't just prove them wrong. He proved to himself that he was more than what the world told him he was. He didn't just push past his limits. He shattered them, and now he had become something greater than he had ever imagined. So, what will you do when the world tells you you're not enough? Will you give up, or will you push past your limits?